You know, Mr. Willie, I said, pointing at mine. Ew, why do you have a finger there? Charlie, sorry. Oh my God. I can't read it with a straight face. Oh my gosh. What's up, peeps? Welcome to Read With Me Fridays. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the funniest passages I've written. If you've been here before, you know that I am an author, and what do authors do? They write. I am not a particularly funny person, but sometimes I write some passages that just crack me up, and the readers that I share with, they just love it. So I figured I'd share them with you. At times cringy, I swear I've written them. I've been writing for over 20 years. So I have written them. I think these are the most recent ones that are funny. But it's probably been 4 or 5 years. So if you're new here, this channel is where I vlog 3 times a week with deep thoughts and DIYs and Read With Me Fridays. I like to share my passion of books with you. And it's Friday, so let's do it. But before we go, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button to share books or whatever it is that I am offering to you. If you like it, please hit that like. Please subscribe. Support. That would be great. Also, if you wanted to support, I have the links down in the description for my books and my Patreon page so I can make more creative videos. So the first story that I am going to read from is actually called, and I don't want to get sued, which is probably the reason why I haven't pushed to finish the story. I've just finished 1 chapter. I was very, very upset. But it's called I Really Effing Hate Stephenie Meyer. Okay, the title is a work in progress, but I was really pissed off. Anyway, this is an excerpt from the chapter that's called The Real Problem. I really hate Stephenie Meyer. I mean, how lucky can that get? I groaned and tossed Twilight across the room. It's not my book, and I don't care. I'll give Raina the money to get herself another copy if it's too badly damaged. On second thought, hell no. I'm not giving that like another cent. I got out of my bed and raced across the room and picked up the book. I looked the book over and smoothed the creases from the pages where it fell. I know I'm totally hating. I didn't start out that way. I was really excited that someone had made it big, like J.K. Rowling, my shero. I am a big supporter of unknown writers making it with their first big hit, because when it's my turn, I want others to feel the same way about me. You know, what you put out there comes back to you and all that. Then I heard how she got her deal. Really? She had a dream and told it to a friend in the industry, and they decided it was publishable? She probably wasn't planning on writing it down. She probably thought it was stupid, as I think. But hell, who would turn down an effing deal like that? I imagine her just running up to her computer when they told her and pecking at her computer keys and creating the most idiotic character in history for a bunch of vapid teenage girls to gobble up in one sitting. Really? I looked at the offending book in my hand and was tempted to throw it again. If I had a friend in the industry, I'd be even luckier than her because I can actually write. Fine. I know I'm just jealous, but I'm not the only one who feels this way. There's an entire community of writers, great and prolific, that will never make a dime from their best work. I sighed and walked over to my computer, looked at the screen. It's blank. Blank. I want to start on a novel of my own today. I made it a goal to begin today. Nothing comes to me. nothing at all. Okay, so that book is supposed to be about fan fiction writers and how dedicated they are to their fictional characters, that they just rather write about that. And sometimes it's hard to get into the groove of writing their own characters. I know, because I am so that person. I really don't effing hate Stephanie Meyer because, girl, she got her hustle on. What? She got her hustle on and it paid off. And so, all right. So our next two passages are from the same book. The book is called Like Babies and Pacifiers, and that is actually available for sale as an ebook through Smashwords. I'm going to put the link down in the description. This book is actually not very funny, but the first few chapters are incredibly hilarious because I was in a funny mood. But as the kids grew up, because it's called Like Babies and Pacifiers. So we follow a couple of kids, a boy and a girl, from when they were babies all the way until they're, I don't know, married. So it's about 20 years worth of stuff. But the beginning years were always so very, very funny. Their encounters were funny. And we start very young, like really young. So I'm going to read you chapter 2, Playdate, from Like Babies and Pacifiers. Chapter 2, Playdate, Fall, 1977. Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte, Mommy said, standing in the way of the other side of the couch. What was she thinking? Come to Mommy. I refused to look like a fool waddling all the way over there so that she could laugh at me. So I sat down and crawled away from her. I guess she's not ready, hun, Daddy said, lifting me off the ground. I haven't seen him since I was 2 months old. Mom said that he goes to work on a big boat and he's really nice and he smells good too. She's just stubborn. I know she can do it, Mommy said, a bit frustrated. She's 9 months old, Cat, Daddy said. The little music that sounded every time someone was at the door rang. Don't let her fool you, Kenny. She is canny. Mommy went to answer the door. Carol, hi, I groaned. No way. Not that boy again. Hi, Cat. Here's Cole. Here are some diapers. Thanks a million for this. No problem, Mommy said, taking the boy in her arms. Hi, Ken, Mrs. Stevens said, waving at Daddy. Hi, Charlie. God, I hate that name. Can you say Charlotte? Give me a break. The next passage from this book is actually called The Only Difference, and this was interesting. This chapter, we have Charlie, who is 4, I believe. No, she's 3. And Cole, he's, I want to say 4 years old. Okay. The only difference. Charlie. Boys are better because Cole said, rolling his big yellow Tonka truck in the dirt pile he and his brothers had created in his backyard. They just are. I arched an eyebrow and folded my arms in front of me. Are not. Are so. We can do all kinds of things girls can't. He stopped and he looked at me seriously. His cute little brown eyes looked up at me as if we were trying to figure out what he was trying to tell me. I was resenting his male superiority just because he was 4. It didn't make him smarter than me. Like what? We can hop on one leg like this, he said, and started to hop. Are you kidding me? Oh, please, I said, rolling my eyes. Can you do it? He asked me. I can do it in a dress, I answered, imitating his goofy hopping. You can't do this, he said, doing a tumble roll. I got a little nervous because I couldn't do that, at least not well. I can. Go ahead then, Cole said. Let me see it again, I said, and then he did it, and I was trying to figure out how to make my body move that way. Again, no, your turn, he said, getting up. There was a patch of dirt on his blondish hair, and I wonder if he did to his hair the same thing that my mommy does to it. Her hair changes color a lot. His hair used to be yellow. Now it's like brown with some yellow, and it's really weird. Okay, I said, and got down on all fours. Here goes nothing, I thought, as I put my head down on the floor and pushed off the ground, but I fell on my side. I tried again and again, and on the 3rd time I did it. See, I did it, I said enthusiastically. We're still better, he said with a huff, because he was not able to prove me wrong. At least we can be president. Girls can be president. No, they can't. My mommy says they had never been one, he answered. Stop being a baby, I said, turning back to my pail shovel. Suddenly, I felt dirt hit me on the side of my head. Ah! I screamed and turned to face him. I grabbed a couple of fistfuls of dirt and walked over to him. You think it's funny? I asked. And I shoved the dirt on his face. Ew, I'm gonna tell mommy, he said, crying. Baby, you're a baby, I said angrily. Run tell your mommy, baby. He got mad at me and pushed me down to the ground. We stayed like this, smearing each other with dirt until his mommy came out. Cole! She screamed, lifting him up with one arm. You are in such big trouble. Get over by the door and take off your shoes. She called me a baby, he said, defending himself as he walked dejectedly to the door. That was no reason to push her down in the dirt, his mommy said, picking me up from the ground. As for you, young lady, you need to learn to argue without calling anyone names. Show the world how smart you are by not attacking anyone's character. I looked at her. What's that mean? I asked. This lady was smart. And I like it that she didn't talk to me like I was some baby. It means, my dear, that there is never any need to call anyone names and making them feel bad, she said, taking my hand and leading me to their mud room. It will show everyone what a big girl you are. Oh, I said and looked at Cole. Sorry I called you a baby. I'm sorry I pushed you down in the dirt and now you have to take a bath, he said, and his mom was removing his shoes. Cole. Mom! 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 Oh my God! I screamed as I saw Charlie climb into the tub. What? What, honey? Mommy asked. She looked scared. Frankly, so was I. Charlie was missing something from her body I don't think I could do without. Charlie, did it hurt? I asked her. She looked at me confused. What hurt? She looked down at herself and sat in the tub. Where's your Mr. Willie? I asked. It was the most obvious thing. Mommy smiled. She walked out of the room, and then I heard her laugh. Charlie looked at her, and then at me. What's up, Mr. Willie? You know Mr. Willie, I said, pointing at mine. Ew! Why do you have a finger there? Oh my God. I can't read it with a straight face. Oh my gosh. Why do you have a finger there? Charlie said. Mommy started laughing harder. It's not a finger, I said defensively. Hey, Mommy said, coming back into the bathroom and kneeling beside the tub. Listen, Charlie doesn't have a Mr. Willie. Why not? I asked. That is the difference, the real difference between boys and girls. That last one always gets me. Ew, why do you have a finger there? Anyway, that's it for this video. Well, thanks so much for joining me in this Read With Me Friday. I hope you got some giggles out of my funny little passages. Be sure to click the subscribe button down below to see more videos like this. Hit the like buttons and let me know in the comments if you would like to hear more of my stories and learn a little bit more about what I write. Also, let me know if you would like to see some more of the stories that are not published and you want to hear a little bit about them. Join me on January 21st for my first live State of the Channel address, which I'm thinking I'm gonna make a monthly thing. See you next Read With Me Friday. Till next time, much love. Bye.